Hello, everybody. Sorry about that. I was just showing the stream. I am awake, I promise. Only just. And that's my partner thinking he's been a smart bum, shall we say. Hi, Patrick. How are you, my darling? Hope you're well. Hope you're feeling better. And now my computer's going to lally. Everything's tripping on me today. Right. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Violet. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Joe. Hi, Chloette. I'm doing a lot better, thank you, Patrick. A little bit tired, but I'm not doing too bad. I've had a nice down, chilled out day today, and it's been nice and sunny. So it's always good when the sun's out. Always lifts your mood. So how is everybody? Hope you've had a good weekend. I haven't been on for a while because life has had to take over for a little bit. But it's good to be back, and it's good to see you all. So thank you for taking time out of your evening to spend with me. Well, it might not be such a good thing. Hospital tomorrow for a checkup. I'll keep you in my thoughts, Patrick, and I hope it goes well. I'm sure you'll be fine, though. You're strong as an ox. Right, so today I've got my encaustic wax cards. No, I didn't make them, but I do read from them. Or it might just be spirit readings. I've tried to use my cards last time and they decided up in the spirit world that they just wanted to speak to me through mediumship. So let's see what happens today, shall we? Let's see. Being better but can't complain, Nikki. Oh, bless your heart. I always say a little hint that I took from the TV. It's lucky that whatever it is you're going through, it's lucky that, or it could have been worse. It always makes you feel more positive, even with a negative. And Joe's got surgery on her shoulder. I will make sure that I send you some healing for Thursday, my darling. I hope that goes well. Hi, Danielle. All right, let's see. Who am I going to? Who does Spirit want me to pull a card for first? As I said, I'm using my encaustic wax card. These are beautiful coloured cards, and I use them like catchphrase. I say what Spirit want me to see in them. So, let's see. Who am I going to with this one? Joe, can I come to you, my darling? Because as I've looked at this card, your name popped up. Now, I'm holding it this way because I don't know if you can see. It might just be for me to see. But there's a gentleman form in there. So you would understand a gentleman in the world of spirit that had a bit of a tash and a bit of a beard and bald on top. Let me know if that makes sense, please. I do feel this gentleman would be grandfather. And I do feel he suffered, he was a very sleepy kind of man. He always seemed to struggle with his energy in his retirement years, I won't say later in years, but in his retirement years, because I do feel he was a retired gentleman when you sort of knew him. Can you understand this, please, my darling? I'll wait for a reply. You've also got the blues and the whites. Now, whites is purity, it's innocence, it's love from spirit for me. So I do know that this gentleman comes with a lot of love and a lot of, there's a very strong bond between, you didn't know your granddad. Well, he certainly knows you, my darling, and he's given such strong love and such strong bonds. And this is a photo image, and it's got a little bit of a tash and a little bit of a beard, and he's bald on top. I don't know if you've seen any photos of him, but this is the image he's given me. Now, he's come through and he's brought through the colour blue, so I don't know if blue is significant for you, but blue for me, especially this shade of blue, I don't know if you can see it on screen. It almost looks like ice caves and water, and there's another, there's a lady there. I don't know if you can see that lady coming through. We'll get to her in a minute. But this is all about emotions for me, so I do feel you've had a bit. You understand that from your husband as he was like that before he passed. Oh, wow, okay. Thank you for that confirmation. So this would be, why did I say granddad then? Granddad must be with him because I felt it was a grandfatherly type figure. But if you can understand it as your husband, my darling, you take it as that. I do feel things have been a little bit emotional for you at the, in recent months. And I do feel it's kind of hardened your heart a little bit. It's almost like you stopped letting people in. Would you understand that? Danielle, stop it. You're making me yawn. But yeah, I feel there's a bit of a coldness coming over your emotions at the moment. It's almost like you've had a betrayal of some sort, or somebody's broken your trust and it's made you harden your heart. And this gentleman's come through to say that you need to let that melt. Don't let other people make you close off to the thought of being able to trust and having them close friendship circles. You just need to sort out the chaff from the wheat, he's saying. I don't know if this is something he would definitely have said in life, but he's saying it would sort the chaff from the wheat. Can't take no more loss. Oh, bless you, my darling. Eventually, all the love from spirit will help heal this. Now, I'm not saying it's going to get better, and I'm not saying that you'll get over it, because you never get over loss, and to some extent it doesn't get better, but you do learn to live with it. It becomes a part of you, and it does become easy to live with. Does that make sense, my darling? Now, with this gentleman, I don't know if you're a Harry Potter fan, but as I'm looking at this, I'm seeing Voldemort. And we all know that Voldemort was a very confused and mixed up character. He was very bitter towards, because he'd also suffered loss, but he'd suffered loss because of prejudice. And he was left on his own as an orphan. So I understand that you're feeling very alone at the moment and very lost and kind of not wanting to lean on anybody. It's almost like you've got this stubborn determination to do everything by yourself. But again, this gentleman's come through to say you don't have to do everything by yourself. Just you've got 2 or 3 people around you that you can trust. Been riding the wave for 15 years with my son now. Oh, bless your heart. Sounds like you're going through it, my darling, and it says you're going through it, but don't close yourself off. Don't let life make you cold towards people, okay, my darling? There's 2 or 3 people that you need to lean on, that you can lean on, that you can trust. So make sure you reach out for the help, okay, my sweetheart? There's also a lady in spirit, and this lady's got black hair, and it's swept to the side on the side fringe. I don't very stubborn. Yes, I can see that. I can feel that. Yeah. Where's that lady gone? I don't know if you can see her. There she is. I don't know if you can see her, but she's got like a side swiped fringe there. Just I can't. Let's have a look. Just there, look. There she is. Just a side swiped fringe. She comes through as a motherly figure, so I don't know if you'd understand mum in spirit, or grandma that was like a mum in spirit, but this lady has black hair. It's swept to the side at the front, so her fringe, she hated the fringe in her face. So it was mostly side swept and grown into the rest of her hair. Let me know if you understand this person, please, Joe. Feels like Nan. Okay, my darling. She's got a very strong jaw, very strong, very proud, and I want to say very hardworking as well. She would do anything for her family, and she worked hard. She was a wise old soul. People will call her an old soul because she had lots of wisdom to give. And again, she's come through to help you, to bring you the love, to bring you the purity of spirit, and to help you not close off to everybody, okay? She's saying you can't live life through other people. I don't know if you've got problems with your eyes at the moment, but my eyes seem to be watering. I don't know if this is the tears that you've been crying, or if there's actually a problem with your eye, but I do feel there's something going on with your eyes at the moment. I do feel there have been tears, and Nan's coming through to dry these tears when you've actually felt her stroking your cheek at night. Or you felt something on your cheek and you've not been quite sure what it is. It almost feels like spiders or cobwebs crawling on your cheek. This is Nan wiping your tears away for you. Now, I don't know if she would have said this in life, but she's saying, chin up, you're made of stronger stuff than that. Okay, so whatever's been going on that's been pulling you down, she's saying you're made of stronger stuff. So she wants you to straighten that crown, okay? And as I'm saying that, she's brushing her hair to the side and making sure there's not a hair in a place. So I know she would have been particular about her hair being in place. Oh, bless your heart. Bless your heart. You need to straighten that crown and you need to stop the tears, my darling. You need to get practical, okay? She's saying it's okay acknowledging the feelings, and she's being very diplomatic when she's saying this. I kind of would have put it in a different way, but she's putting it in a more diplomatic way. She needs you to just remember how strong you are. Yeah, and she needs you to get stubborn with yourself. I don't want to say stop feeling sorry for yourself, because you're not feeling sorry yourself, but you're allowing the emotions to take over a little bit too much. Does that make sense? Proper northern saying. It is a proper northern saying. It is. But again, she doesn't want you to feel she doesn't want you to get to a point where you just get so overwhelmed by it, or you just give up. She doesn't want you to give up, okay? Because like you say, you're made of stronger stuff. You need to straighten your crown. You need to get stubborn with yourself, and you need to have a friendship clear out, okay, my darling? Anyone that's got any kind of negativity around you that you can't deal with, that they can deal with themselves, get them told to deal with it themselves, because it's not your problem. Okay, you hold emotions in a lot. Okay, my sweetheart. It might be a good idea. I don't know why I'm saying this, but I've got the feeling that this needs to be said. Go and talk to your doctor, or go and talk to a GP or a counsellor or something along them lines, and try and filter out what you need to be worried about and what you don't, what is going to help you, what is not, okay? Because at the present time, at the minute, it's almost like you're living in limbo, and you need to sort it out. You need to get things straight in your head so you know where you're going, and try and get that focus. It's like sorting out a filing cabinet. You've got all these emotions and all these thoughts and all these options in your head, and you're not sure which one to pick, which way to go. Oh, bless your heart. You need to go to the doctor, talk to your doctor about maybe getting some sort of talking therapy, or maybe get yourself assessed for for anything that's mentally draining you, and see if they can help you. But other than that, my darling, you definitely need to sort out of your friendship circle, and you need to stop people putting on you, okay? Because this is what's dragging you down. Grief counselling may help. Again, go to your doctor, speak to your GP about getting some sort of grief counselling. It's not for everybody, it doesn't work for everybody, but it might work for you if you're feeling that wrapped up in it, if you get what I'm saying. All right, but you've got your granddad and your nan there watching you, they're helping you, they're giving you lots of love and support, but they're trying to smooth out all these ice caves that I'm seeing. The fact that it's frozen to ice, they're trying to smooth it out for you. All right, so you can chip away at it a bit at a time instead of having to deal with it all at once. All right, my darling, I hope that helps, and I'll say thank you for working with me. Hi, Denise. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Steph. Hi, Marianne. Hi, Nicole. Hi, everybody that's just joined. I hope you are well. I hope you're enjoying the lovely sunshine. Spring's arrived. Yay. Finally, we have some sunshine. What about that, people? Okay, let's see who we're going to next. Don't forget, if you want the chance of reading, you need to put your names in. Oh, well, just comment so I can see all your names. Okay, let's see. Tyler Charles, let's come to you, my darling. Not seen you on before. I hope you're well. Yes, you're next, Tyler. You're next. Oh, pink. You've got my fun card. You got the pink card. Look at that. It's beautiful. The colour of candy floss, and all things innocent and all things childlike and happy and fun. So I want to take you. Where do I want to take you? Oh, okay. Now, my darling, I have a funny feeling, and it is a funny feeling because I'm making my tummy tickle. But you have a spirit guide with you. Now, I don't know if you work with spirit, but I do feel that you are open to spirit, that you do work with spirit, and you have a guide, and it's almost like an old knight, I want to say, because he's carrying a sword. He's got like a sword with a, oh, what do they call them? You know, like the Grim Reaper sword. It's kind of similar to that, but almost like a Viking axe. It's a Viking axe. I do apologize. So you have like a Viking knight with you, only he hasn't got the Viking hat. He's dressed in a hooded cloak, and he's on horseback. So I don't know if you can relate to this. I don't know if you've seen this person in meditation or if you know this is your spirit guide, but this is what I'm seeing in the card. I'm also seeing a gentleman in the card, and this gentleman has got like a bit of a 1960s quiff on his head. So I would say he was into rock and roll, and he was you know, like a rockabilly type. I'm losing my words today. This gentleman would have also had some sort of memory issue, either Alzheimer's or dementia, because I'm forgetting my words and I'm looking at the picture and I know exactly what I'm seeing, but I can't describe it because I'm forgetting. A scythe. Thank you, Brolic. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, he's carrying a scythe. So again, I don't know if you've seen this person, Tyler. Your granddad? Okay, my darling. So you would understand that as your granddad. So I don't know if your granddad was into history or into anything spiritual or the occult or anything like that, but I'm definitely seeing a hooded figure with a scythe on horseback. So again, let me know if you've seen that as one of your guides, because I do feel that if you're not already working with spirit, you should be working with spirit. I'm also seeing a memory of a rocking horse. So I don't know if you had one as a child, but I'm seeing the memory of the rocking horse. Again, let me know if that makes sense. Now, when I see horses, I'm seeing lots of horses in this card. I'm also seeing a horse rearing up. Now, when I see horses in a card, it normally means freedom. It means freedom from the reins. And I do feel you've been held back quite a lot and with a lot of things. Now, whatever it is that's holding you back, you're breaking free from them reins now. I don't feel this is anything to do with fear. I feel like this has been other people holding you back, knocking your confidence, being negative towards the choices you make. But the fact that this card is pink, it's brought through all that kind of innocent child. You've been looking at things from a different point of view, more from an innocent childlike point of view, and it's a case of, I don't care what you say, this is what I'm doing, I'm having fun doing it, I'm not hurting you, and I'm going to go for it. And this is the kind of attitude I feel that you've come to, but it's been swings and roundabouts. You've had to make lots of compromises because there's grey in the card as well, and grey for me is all about compromise. There's no black, there's no white, but you've had to compromise on a lot of things to get where you are. So I want to say, have fun with it, my darling, because there is lots of fun to be had. There's new opportunities coming your way. All right, my sweetheart. So the next few months with you are going to be very busy, I want to say, and there's going to be an element of fun in that for you. There's also a lady in spirit. This lady had long, kind of, I want to say dirty blonde hair, if you understand that. So there's a lady with dirty blonde hair in the spirit world, and I do feel this would be Nan or Gran, Nan. Because I do feel there's others up there, but this lady's particularly come through. She had a very long face, a very short nose, and a very wide smile towards her late years. And I want to say she lived to an old age as well. So she's also with you, my darling. And she's got like a headscarf over her head, and it's coming down over her shoulders. So I do feel this lady didn't like the cold. And she's taking me to autumn, so I do know autumn would be significant. And when I say autumn, I want to go to September. Might be great, Gran. Okay, my darling. Thank you for that confirmation. But they're just coming through to let you know that they're with you. They're helping you break free from whatever it is that's holding you back. They're bringing in an element of fun. They're telling me that you've been asking for change, for positive changes, and I've got feathers in here, so I do know that angels have heard your prayers. There are angels around you as well for that healing element. And I want to say the heart needs healing, because there's also a hint of green in there, and green is the heart chakra. So I do know that there's some healing of the heart needed, whether that be because you've had a breakup or somebody's hurt you in some way. But I do feel this healing brought down for that. But again, lots of pink, lots of fun coming your way, lots of new opportunities. And I'm also seeing a castle. And castles for me are about, they're big, they're spacious, they're open, but it's also about success. So whatever it is you're planning, whatever it is you're doing, there's success around you. There's also another lady with you in spirit, and she's got hair down to her ears. It's almost like a, what did they have in the 1920s, I want to say. So this would be a great gran. And she's got pearls. So this lady would have had pearls of wisdom, but she would also love wearing pearls. So you would know somewhere in the family where there's pearls that belong to this lady. She's quite well built, especially on top. She's got quite a chubby neck, I want to say, and chubby cheeks. And she's showing me the sepia photograph. So you must have a sepia photograph of this lady somewhere. But she's with you as well. So you've got all the love of spirit. You've got the angels. They're giving you helping hands, because I'm seeing the helping hands. And everything's going to be good for you. You've also got a dragon, and dragons for me are about action and about protection and all things good in the world. All right, my darling. So look out for good things to come your way, and keep that sense of fun and keep that energy up. and you've got everybody in the spirit world looking down and helping you, my darling. I hope that helps. Okay, let's see who's next. Oh, hang on. Let's see who's next. Again, we are streaming to Facebook and YouTube. Messages will come up on the screen. I'm planning on immigrating to Canada. Oh, wow. Well, I did say whatever you was planning was going to come to fruition, and they are there helping you with it. So, yes, that could be a possibility. I'm not going to say it's a definite because I don't predict, but anything that you're planning, again, you've got the horses, which is freedom from whatever's holding you back. You've got the dragon, which is action. Yeah, I would say come May, things will be more clarified for you. So any information that's missing that you need, or anything that you need to research that you haven't researched into yet, things will become more clarified for you around May time. All right, my darling, but yes, it is a possibility. Okay, hi Brolic, hi Danielle, hi Nessie, hope you're good. Hi Marianne. Let's have a look, see who's next. Please comment in the chat if you would like a reading, because if I don't see your name, I can't play the game. Not that it's a game, because it's not. Okay. Brolic, let's come to you, my darling. Oh, hang on. Brolic, Brolic, Brolic. Right, my darling, you need lots of healing around you. You have my, I don't know if you can see the colours on there, but that is actually purple. It looks grey on there, doesn't it? But it is actually purple, and it looks like a forest. So you need lots of healing, and you need healing from nature, my darling. You need to be out more. You need to be walking through woods. But I'm also seeing snow, and again, snow for me is about the spirit world. So I do know this healing is coming from somebody in spirit. You've also got the snake amongst the trees. So I do know, again, this is about healing, and it's also about shedding old skin. So shedding old habits. I do feel that you've been doing lots of healing on yourself, and I want to say some shadow work. If you're not already doing it, then you need to be doing it, because this will help heal all your chakras and help heal your soul and help you move forward in a more positive mental attitude, if that makes sense. There is green and blue in the card, so I want to say that there's emotions need healing, there's mental need healing, and there's also the heart that needs healing. And as I'm looking at the snake's turned its face, and there is a gentleman in the world of spirit, and he's wearing a flat cap. He's got quite a chubby face. It almost looks like what's them hats called? I don't know the type of hat it is, but it fits on the head. It's not a flat cap. It's like it's just a gentleman's hat, kind of not a deer, a deer stalker, just without the ears, if that makes sense. Does that make sense, Brolic? It does help if I have your voice and your feedback if I come to you, people, because otherwise I lose the link. I can't always hold the link if I don't get any confirmations, or even if you're not sure or it's a no, just let me know, because then it makes me work harder. But this gentleman, it's like a gentleman's rain hat, and he's got a little bit of a pointy nose. He's got a very thin mouth, and I want to say there's military links, because he's almost looking at me like he's wearing an army helmet. So would you understand military links as well to the army, Brolic? With this gentleman, I want to say this is dad. It comes across as like a fatherly figure. It makes sense. Thank you, my darling. Thank you for that confirmation. Okay, so this gentleman's come through, and as he's coming through, it's almost like he's pushing in. So I'm taking this as symbolic. He's showing me that he wants you to push forward. It sounds like your grandfather. Thank you for that confirmation. You would understand grandfather having some sort of respiratory condition later in life, and I won't say it's like an emphysema condition, because my lungs feel very tight and I'm breathing very heavy, and I'm having to talk very fast to get my words out before I run out of breath. I need cough between sentences. Okay, you can take it off. And this would be very tiring for him as well. But yes, this gentleman was also a love of nature, and he loved being out in the forest. But he was also good at compromising and judging situations. And you're in a situation at the moment where you're having to compromise. Now, I don't know if you're in a relationship, but I'm seeing green, which is the heart chakra. So I do know that somewhere in your heart there's compromise that's needed. He did smoke. Thank you for that confirmation. But I do feel he had an emphysema caused by the smoking. And this is what's making me cough. I don't smell the smoke. Oh, excuse me. I don't smell the smoke, but I'm getting the effects of the smoke that caused the illness. If that makes sense. Oh, that's unusual. No relationship at the moment. Okay, my darling. Well, if there's not one at the moment, there's a relationship around you. That it could be a friendship, it could be family, it could be work, but something somewhere is again, it's hurt your heart a little bit, and you need to compromise. Granddad's telling me you're digging your feet in. Now, I don't know if that's something he would have said, but he's saying you're digging your feet in, and he's saying you've got to loosen the laces on the boots. All right, my darling. You need to loosen the laces on the boots. So he's using the fact that the boots are too tight. Oh my goodness. I've just got a beautiful lady come in, and she's wearing a long dress. It's a beautiful long summer dress. Quite well built, I have to say. Quite round around the middle. And she's pregnant. Would you understand a lady in spirit that died through pregnancy, or that died after pregnancy? Because I'm seeing a lady in a maternity dress, and I want to put this dress around the 1920s, 1940s, you know, where it had the low waist, low lying belt on the skirt. But it almost looks like foreign clothing. I don't know whether it almost looks Parisian. So I don't know if you can understand Paris or links to Paris with this lady. And I do feel this lady died of some sort of aneurysm or brain hemorrhage, because I'm getting a pain on the left-hand side of my head, and it's really, really hurting. So I do know this lady would have had an aneurysm or a friend of yours. Okay, my darling, thank you for that confirmation. So she's come through to help you with the healing as well. But she's also telling me that you need to let your heart compromise a little bit, and stop being stubborn when it comes to relationships, and stop digging your feet in. She's saying you're a very clever man, but you're not always right. You do have ancestry there. Thank you for that confirmation. This lady's definitely looking like she's in France or Paris. It's that sort of dress. She's also given me a daisy. So I do know spring is very important to you. I know we're in spring at the minute, but daisies are very important to you as well. She's given me a bunch of daisies for you. So let me know if that makes sense. It's unusual to give man flowers, but there's definitely daisies, and they're the big Michaelmas, what they call Michaelmas daisies as well. Gerbers, I think we call them. So again, it's all about spring. It's all about blooming. And it's all about putting your face in the sun again to enjoy life. She wants you to enjoy life. All right, my darling. I'm also seeing a tower, so I do know you've got strong foundations already built. So there's a sense of insecurity with yourself at the minute. And they're showing me the tower to say that you have the foundations built, you have the building built. And I'm seeing a church window. So I do know that religion would have been important to either yourself or this lady in spirit. Because I'm seeing the Catholic Church stained windows. So you would understand a Catholic or Catholic links in the family if it's not with yourself. But it's an archway. So I do feel, again, that this archway is, I don't know if there's a celebration coming up, either a christening or a wedding of some sort, but there's an archway and it's definitely a church. So there's some sort of church celebration coming on at the moment. Yes, you do doubt yourself. You need to stop doubting yourself, my darling, okay? And that's what they've come through to say. You need to stop doubting yourself, heal that heart. You grew up Catholic. Thank you for that confirmation, my darling. So there's been a loss of faith somewhere. So maybe you need to get that faith back in order to feel complete again, in order to help heal yourself. Because I feel there's been a bit of a distance, because along this archway, there's like twine going across it as if it's stopping you getting in. The only person that's stopping you, my darling, is yourself. All right. So again, you need to sort of compromise with yourself, heal yourself, let go a little bit, stop being so stubborn, stop being so set in your ways, and everything all come together and start healing for you, my darling. Okay. There's also lots of grey in this card. So again, it's about compromise. You need to learn to compromise. All right, you've got prayer feathers, so I do know you've been sending prayers up to the spirit world, and I do know you've seen spirit, because I'm seeing, I get images, and I took Harry Potter and Disney, and I'm seeing the way Sirius Black goes out of his body into the spirit world. I'm seeing that image on here, so I do know that you see spirit in that kind of transient form, I want to say. I'm seeing the prayer feathers, I'm seeing angel feathers. So again, you've got all the love of spirit around you, my darling, to help you get back into your faith, get healing yourself, and things will come good for you. All right, my darling. I hope that helps, and I'll thank you and your nan and granddad for coming through, and that friend of yours. Okay, let's see who we've got next. Hi, Lulu. Yes, you do. Okay, my darling. Thank you for working with me. Let's see who we've got next. No, don't doubt it. Don't doubt it, Bollock. Trust yourself and trust in spirit. Okay? Get back to your faith. Maybe that will help. All right, my darling. You're very welcome. Hi, Sarab. Hope you're well. Hi, Andrea. Let's have a look. Who's next? Give the cards a good old shuffle. I don't know if I'm with Andrea or Nessie. So one of my eyes are blurred, and it's like drawing your names into one. So would either one of you understand problems with your eyesight and having blurred vision at the moment? Or would you understand somebody in spirit that had blurred vision? Oh, God, that's really blurred. Somebody in spirit had blurred vision, either with Andrea or Nessie. And I do feel that this would be a lady. And I do feel that this would be Grandma. So this is either for Andrea or Nessie. If you can understand Grandma in spirit that had blurred... Oh, your mum, Andrea, had blurred vision. Even with glasses on, she couldn't see properly. I do feel this lady was a very busy lady as well. She was never still. She always found something to do or a project to stick her teeth into. She wasn't idle for very long. She wasn't sat idle. Yes, really bad eyes. Okay, Andrew, looks like I'm working with you then, my darling. All right, let me see what other information I can get. Very busy, yeah. And she keeps making me push my glasses up, so you would understand her glasses always falling down her nose and her always having to push them back up. For some reason, they never seem to fit on her nose properly. She was very good at pronouncing her words as well. It was like she was making me speak properly. She didn't like missing any letters out. You had to speak properly around her. Yes, her glasses were loose. Thank you for that confirmation, my darling. Thank you, Nessie. Would you understand this lady having correct pronunciation as well most of the time? It's not very often that she cut letters out of the words or misinterpreted words for what we'd call common slang. She never used common slang. It was always proper vocabulary. It's a big word for me at this time of night. I can't even say that. Yes to the words. Thank you for that confirmation. Okay, my darling. I don't know if this is something she would have said in life, but she's telling me, mean what you say and say what you mean. If a spade is a spade, call it a spade. Don't call it a shovel. So you would understand the situation around you at the minute where you seem to be skipping around what it is you're trying to say instead of coming straight out with it and saying it how it is. You're kind of skipping around descriptions and skipping around how to say it because you're scared of offending somebody's feelings. Would you understand that, please? Yes, you definitely you are saying it, but you're not saying it in a clear, concise way, she's telling me. And you need to be more clear and more concise and say exactly what you mean. Don't be afraid of upsetting the feathers, she's saying. Feathers will get ruffled, but they need to be ruffled in order for them to understand that their behaviour is not acceptable. Does that make sense, my darling? Would you understand this as Gran? Because she's very prim, very proper, very old school, very traditional, I want to say. She had her hair was always neat. She was always nicely dressed. She went to church on Sundays and she had a high moral fibre about her. Oh, bless your heart. Yes, it's been awful. Thank you for that confirmation. I'm sorry you're having such an awful time. But she's saying once you've said what's needed to be said, it will all sort itself out. Again, yes, feathers will be ruffled, but they need to be ruffled in order for them to understand that their behaviour cannot carry on. Would you understand that? I'll just wait for the reply. I know there is a bit of a delay on Facebook. Yes, she is very pretty, very smart, very well dressed. She was very proud of her family, very proud of where she came from. And she was a lady. She was a lady. It was almost like she could have gone to finishing school. Yes, you do try to say. Okay, my darling. Let me see. She's drawing me to the card, so let me see what card comes out for you. Okay. Well, I know we've already had this one, but you've got this one again. And you've just seen me, I've been shuffling the cards while I've been talking. So you've got the purple, what I call the purple forest card. But I'm seeing different things in this one. Now then, you felt this lady touch your hair at night. She used to turn and said, I bet she did. She was very prim and proper, very stood up tall, stood up straight, bum in, boobs out, as they say. Yes, she was very, very well turned out lady, I have to say. Now, I'm seeing a dolphin in this card for you. I know this is what I call the forest card, but I'm actually seeing dolphins playing in water with this card as opposed to how I saw it for the last reader. And dolphins for me are about intelligence, are about playfulness, and they're also about trust. If you trust a dolphin will go out of its way to help you and play with you and just have lots of fun with you and reassure you. And I feel that's what you need at the minute. Yes, your hair moves when spirit is around you. Thank you for that confirmation. You need an element of fun back in your life, my darling. You need to be this dolphin. You're a very intelligent person, but life has got way too serious, she's telling me. You would understand earrings as well. There's some earrings been left from this lady because she's drawing me to my ear and I haven't got my ears pierced, but she's making me feel that she had dangly earrings, and these would be the old-fashioned clip-on ones, not the pierced ears. They'd be the old-fashioned clip-on ones, kind of like the cameo earrings, I want to say. Oh, bless her. I can understand why they whistled at her. Bless her heart. But yeah, you've got this lady's intelligence, she's saying. You've got this wisdom about you, but life's got too serious and she wants you to have more fun. Now, I'm also seeing a chess piece, so I don't know if you can understand playing chess when you was younger or somebody trying to teach you how to play chess, but she's saying life is like a game of chess. You have to think one move ahead of everybody else. Okay, so she wants you to sit back, look at where the pieces are on the board, so to speak, metaphorically speaking. Look at where the pieces are on the board and plan your next move to 2 moves ahead. All right, and that will help you get ahead of the game. She's also showing me a wedding picture, so there must be a celebration coming up of a wedding anniversary because she's showing me of her in a white veil. But the dress is a different colour. I'm not sure what colour the dress is, but it's not as white as the veil. So you must understand where this picture is of this lady with her hair and the veil, and she stood straight, and it's got a little bit of a hooped skirt at the bottom. Yes, your head's been all over the place. Oh, bless your heart. Yeah, she's bringing in the purple for that healing. But you'd also understand a dog in spirit as well. I think it's a little white Yorkshire Terrier that's in the spirit world, and she's come through with this lady. So I don't know if your nan had dogs or if she had a white Yorkshire Terrier, but there's a white Yorkshire Terrier in the world of spirit that's come through for you. Your mother in the dress. Okay, my darling, beautiful dress. Yes, to the dog. Thank you, my darling. Thank you. So the dogs come around you as well. Now, again, when I see a dog from the world of spirit, it normally means love and loyalty and observation. So again, this is about you having the observation, standing back, taking a breath, and recognizing who's loyal to you and who isn't, and who's loyal to you for the right reasons. Okay. Anybody who isn't loyal to you for the right reasons, you need to clear out. And as I'm saying that, I'm seeing the scissors. So you need to cut the strings for some people. Okay. Once you've done that, the healing will start and things will get better and the drama will become less. And I'm seeing Groot. Why am I seeing? Would you understand Groot? It's a character from which film is it from? Oh my days! You'll have to Google it. I don't know which film it's from, but I'm seeing the character Groot, and he's a little tree trunk. So again, this is about nature. This is about longevity. This is about having roots and strength and communication. So know who your support network is and keep that communication going with your support network. Okay, you've cut a lot out. Guardians of the Galaxy. Thank you, Lulu. So again, this is about guardians from the spirit world. The tree for me is about putting down roots, keeping yourself grounded. All right. And Groot's a funny little character. He's so cute, bless him. But again, you'll have to Google him if you don't know who I'm talking about. He's lovely. I'm also seeing the squirrel, and the squirrel is about gathering up the harvest and preparing for the future. So I want to say anything that you're planning for the future, start planning now. Okay, my darling, if you start planting the seeds now, you'll have enough to see through the next year. Because whatever it is you're thinking about planning, or whatever project you're starting to work on, I want to say it's going to take about a year. They're stocking up for winter, so I want to say any time between now and next winter, there's then plans will come to fruition if you start planning now. Okay, make sure you get all the planning in place, and then come winter you'll be able to put them into action. All right, my darling, I hope that helps, and I'll say thank you for working with me, and I'll thank your lovely Nan for coming through as well, my darling, and the dog. All right, I'll leave their love with you. All right, that's my time up, people. I want to say thank you again for joining me. It's been a lovely evening. Thank you for holding space. I hope the messages have helped. I'll send healing to all those who need it. And to all those who want it, obviously, and I'll send the angels to watch over you. I will be on again next Tuesday, God willing, and the bus is running, as long as life doesn't get in the way again. And I should be on Prism of Light on Sunday as well. So until then, I hope to see you soon. Take care, everybody. Have a good night.